What's up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C. And if y'all are listening to first my podcast, the Tasha C Show, might be episode 34 or 35 or something like that of my podcast. So if you're listening to the show, or if you want to look at it as another bonus podcast, or if you are watching / listening at the standstill my cover art use in my speaker profile or wherever else you might be listening to my podcast on a different platform. It's the Tasha, no, that's the podcast platform. I meant to say if you're watching on YouTube. I'm messing them all up. Okay, but if you're watching / really just listening on YouTube, it is for the Tasha CTV channel. And this would be day 39. I'm almost on day 40 already. So, see, time flies, okay? So, I just, of course, I really didn't have like a topic on hand that I was just like, oh, okay, I got something and I already got a pre-recording, I can just upload it. It's one of those days again where I'm just going to talk about a couple things on top of my head. So, just real quick, I had looked to see how far I was on YouTube, because I had to change, how they have these YouTube changes coming up to the channel, whatever, right? So I made my channel, which is not for kids. You had the choice either it's for kids or not for kids. So I already made my stuff like not for kids. No. So I don't know if I'm going to have my nephew on here because he's under the age of 13. I like to say my little, the babies, my baby crew. I don't think I'm going to have them on there unless, say, if I change the Pacific video to it's made for kids if I have kids in it or predominantly in it. But my channel overall has never been even though for say people have HS, hidradenitis suppurativa, I never had kind of made that more so for kids, even, because most people don't even know they're diagnosed with it when they're a child anyway. They mostly find out, as adults, because there's often, even though it's more common about finding out this illness, it's still often misdiagnosed, even though it's not as rare as it used to be. And it's not just one way to fix it. And some people, they have already can reduce the flare-ups, but not all of that. Okay. But anyways, y'all, I decided to look because if y'all have listened to me from the beginning and me before I did this journey, I have originally was a part of a network when I was getting monetizations, when monetization was totally different about 5, 6, 7 years ago, or 5 to 6 years ago, and probably before that, because like I said, I used to do video 2013. I didn't start getting monetization of my I got monetization, but I didn't reach the goal where, say, I was able to get a payout, and I joined a network, as well. And I didn't start getting to maybe about 4 or 5 months, because I started in September, and it was to January, around the time when Hip Hop New York used to come on a little bit earlier. Loving Hip Hop New York used to come on. So I started getting for February and stuff. Then I think that's when I started getting payouts. So since with this new program where you had to have 1,000 subbies and 4,000 hours of public viewing, that excludes y'all. No private videos, unlisted videos, something like that. I forgot what the other two qualifications were. So, but I just started being how many hours am I away from possibly able to apply for, the YouTube partner program again? So, like I said, because my channel was really not deactivated by the beginning, I think of this year or sometime last year around this time, mine was one of the main channels that got demonetized more, because I have over 1,000 subscribers, but I don't have enough hours watch time. I was kind of not there. I just think I made 1 or 2 videos in the last couple years, and then I've been active ever since around June. I made 1 or 2 videos before then, but I came back in June, in summertime, and started to be consistently active since then. So, even when after I was kind of halfway through September, I was getting sick, but I still was active. So, I looked and, y'all, I don't need 1,000 people, but I sure need 1,168, something like that, many amount of hours. So I still got something to do with the thousands, but it's just gonna be that many amount of hours, whatever. So I still, like I said, y'all, I got to catch up with my reviews of the weeks. I still got to do my Sister, Ovo, Real Housewife, and if I'm gonna do 90 days, either I do it now or don't do it at all, because it's gonna get a third episode, and it ain't like 2 hours every episode or something like that. So, yeah, I had to get cracking, and then next month, Love and Hip Hop New York, now that's coming back. Oh, no, 2010, I will be reviewing, recapping that as well. So, anyways, besides that, let's get into it here. I seen something random. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, but have y'all been watching the Dababy videos? I mean, even some people say, like, okay, he raps and seem like he's not versed out, blah, blah, but I ain't gonna lie, like, his stuff is really catchy, it's entertaining, he has catchy beats, like, his rhymes out, he's kind of cool, and they had a preview, one of the, I follow Complex on Instagram, and I also, I haven't really watched that much in a while, like, Complex video, because they also have a YouTube channel, right, and they had a clip of the Dababy video, right, and it's for that song, Bop. And it actually is a bop. It's a bop either way. You know how they got that turn to bop, And y'all, I had seen part of the clip, and I thought I'd seen it all. And I went to the video, and I'm like, it is just amazing the talents of some of us humans can have. Because I thought, I mean, not that I thought I'd seen it all, but I was like, is that a gymnastic? Is that a twerk? Instead of gymnastics, is twerk-astics together? Because, I mean, I remember back then when I talked about when I did the awards, I think like 2 years ago, not the recap I recently did this year, but when last time I did one, like I think about 2 years ago. And it actually, before Afterwards got on the show, I had seen the video Wicked Wicked, and of course people gonna put in the comments, I'm like, that is a lot of talent. That also put me in the hospital what take she did. So Afterwards been up there doing handstand tricks, handstand to the split. She one of those type of twerk-nastic folks, I like to say. Is twerk-nastic a word? Probably not, but I just made it up. Okay, so this young lady here, was able to twerk while walking in a headstand. I'm like, and then was able not only twerk, walk in a headstand, just twerk, headstand, and flip into a split, hold a split. I was just like, oh, that's gonna be a lot of Epsom salt to soda. But I was just like, it's just amazing to look. I'm like, somebody gonna try that on tonight. Somebody's gonna sit there and really try that, okay? But I'm like, I thought I'd seen all, but like I said, it's not my first time, because if y'all remember the twerk team, I mean, they originally had like 5 members, then it went to 4 members, then it went to 3, got rest of soul, Betty Butt. We don't know the story about Hat, because it was always 2 sisters. But I remember they had like, it was 5. Then one of them went, and 4, and then it was always one was always doing like the splits and do the headstand and go to her. I'm like I said, but it's just shocking. It's amazing what you see. But they literally had that, and the same video they was talking about, and it was kind of cool at the end. It's this group, y'all, and I'm just like, it's just, it takes talent to like do stuff like dance and music already, and but it's more talent. It's just, I'm just being just in shock and amazed at the same time when you see these people be dancing and they got masks on or doing music and stuff. Like, if y'all at least heard one Drag Pump song. Most of us have. Drag Pump has been, I don't know if y'all remember that song, One More Time. Okay, not copyright, but I remember they also did a song with Pharrell. Wow, you know how Pharrell be sounding. And but they did that song Get Lucky years ago, and they always, every time perform, I never to this day, and they've been in the game for a long time, and they're always getting masked. Also the blue group, the men be sitting there and they don't, it's like, I don't know, they're supposed to be like blue action figures, and they have like black ones, but they be playing a bunch of instruments and stuff too, but they be in mask or look like acrylic face. I don't know. Then I seen at the end, I forgot the name, because it was Steve J or something, not like Stevie J, but Steve J or something like that. These guys in the beginning of the video, and the reason why I brought it up, because it was just like, I ain't gonna lie, that's how Dababy be having like some entertaining videos and stuff. But the end, they were like, "Oh, these are the Jabba Wobsters or something like that." But it was cool. These guys like six or seven something up there, and they were getting it, and they were masked. And I had to think about it. Maybe because I'm looking from the angle as a person who has respiratory illnesses, such as like I said, I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it again. I have both asthma and bronchitis. But my bronchitis is the one that's chronic, and usually it's the one that flares up, and my asthma's not as bad. Not like it doesn't make it better, but yeah. But I just had to give credit, like, these people are in these masks. And then, due to the HS, I have overactive sweat glands. Even though my hands, like, throughout the day, at least a couple times a day, my hands and my feet sweat profusely. And so it's easy for me to sweat easier. Even if I'm not, like, sweat, I could be cold and still sweat. It just happens. It's underactive sweat glands. And so I'm thinking about already sweating, and sometimes other body parts will sweat. But like I said, it's easier for me just to sweat for no reason at all. And that's just that. But I was just looking at it from that point of view. Okay, I can't breathe that well without needing inhalers and stuff and other medication. And then I overact the sweat glands. So I would pass out trying to do anything in the mask and stuff, and or sweat too much or fall out. But I had to give the people credit who could dance. So yeah, the Jabba Waskis. I was looking at their things, so I had to follow them because people were like, "Oh my gosh, there's the Jaworskis in the video," because but they dope. I mean, they're some great dancers. Obviously, I'm just like I said again. Wait a minute, is that them without any mask? I've been trying to look at them with mask. Wait a minute. So wait a minute, they're showing their face. I didn't even know they're showing faces. Oh, okay. Thank you, Japan. Okay. Oh. They showing their face. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on their page, and I didn't see none of their stuff with the face. I guess they do be letting it. Thank goodness they do be letting they self read. But yeah, they getting it. Okay, y'all get it. That is so wrong. Me, I did not know Jaworskis. Oh Lord, forgive me. I thought they were all men with them, because they actually the stuff they wear, you can't tell what the heck they have on, and but they dope. I'll say that. Okay, or are they more than one people? I don't know. Who are these people? They're talented as heck, but like I said, they wear costumes where you don't know, like, I don't know. Like, okay, is this them? Brewers Nar for having... Okay, maybe I need to look when I got time days. But like I said, yeah, they are awesome though. But I'm just saying, the dance is some damn masks and stuff, and that is part of their costume. Maybe they did show their faces, or maybe that's some... I don't know, but I'm just saying, maybe that was them, but they seldomly show their faces. Okay, but they dope. So I'm just saying I just got tickled about the video. And, like I said, the baby does have very entertaining videos. I'll just say that. Twerking on a headstand. Wasn't that in Luda's pee-popping song? Pee-popping on a handstand? So, would that count as pee-popping on a handstand for real? Because that really was. It just, what made me tell her wasn't a wall enough that she just sitting there just twerking and doing a headstand, wandering around twerking at the same time. That is talent, okay? So, alright, but, other than that, let me see here. Since this holiday's around corner, I need to find my green notebook. And the reason why I had to find my green notebook, because the series that I was working on previously, I already told y'all, it's limited, like videos I make about living with the mess HS as well. But the other series, I don't want to just like talk about it and not show it. I gotta find my book, and now I gotta rewrite all the stuff, or all the names I was going to use in it, and I gotta find my green notebook, and I'll just leave it as that. Excuse me, y'all. I do not like yawning as if I don't get enough sleep. But like I said, my sleeping pattern is off because of that anyway. What else? But y'all, you know how somehow, y'all, when we go into like these social media search sites, how you get referred to a talent, or, maybe reintroduced to somebody, right? And the reason why I want to bring this up is about Flame Monroe. And I forgot Flame Monroe. I've seen Flame Monroe because Flame Monroe doesn't mind being called the pronoun he, she, or we, whatever. He doesn't get offended if you call, he and she. So that's the proper words. But so it doesn't. I don't think Flame Monroe considers, I don't think Flame Monroe considers themselves non-binary. I don't think so. So, but ever since I ain't gonna lie, y'all. So you know how we're hearing y'all about this Monique suing Netflix. Okay, next subject. The reason why I left that alone is because I'm like, okay, if she got enough for the case, she can go right ahead. If not, even though I'm wondering like what exactly she's suing for. I think she's suing for discrimination. Am I correct? Against Netflix, or is she showing discrimination as a black woman? Because there was like Dave Chappelle, Deion Cole, which check out his stuff. He's hilarious as hell too. He's been hilarious years. That's how also I think. I don't know if I found. I think Deion Cole used to be on Comic View too. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I've seen him. On Dev's Comedy Jam. But I'm just saying, maybe she's saying discrimination for being a black woman, because like I said, even Eddie Murphy, did that movie and it went to Netflix, and Burning King is I still haven't seen that movie yet. The 19-year-old who is a black young man, still adolescence, who came with the script, directed this movie. It's just, I've been seeing a lot of opportunities and diversity, and whether for everywhere from race, different ethnic backgrounds, sexuality, religious, all this stuff, and all G's like from everything from science fiction, drama, sometimes it all together, and dash of horror. So I just kind of wonder, like, what is her proof of things? And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I haven't like read up on everything. But the reason why I also brought up the Monique thing is that actually I was looking at the Jasmine Brand, Instagram, right? And I clicked on the one where it had Flame Monroe, and I forgot I've seen Flame Monroe, like I said, years and years ago. On a comment instead, I haven't seen the Tiffany Haddish stuff, but now since I heard about, and seeing the interview, and also went back to Queen Supreme Court with T.H. Madison and with Flame Monroe on. I watched that like 2 days ago. Like I said, as soon as I seen what Flame Monroe said, actually I was curious to find out who Flame Monroe wrote and see their material, because they said Flame Monroe is funny as hell, and I agree. So I'm going to watch more Flame Monroe's material, and I even follow, because Flame Monroe actually has a channel on YouTube, okay, as well. And so when Flame Monroe was talking about like how Monique was talking and basically badmouth and didn't want to work with the person to stop, basically Flame Monroe for getting some bags. So Flame Monroe felt some type of way, and then Flame Monroe admitted in the Flame Monroe did an interview this morning with GJ Indy Charlemagne. It was only 30 minutes, and it shouldn't have been longer than that, because Flame Monroe is quite entertaining, funny, but got that intellect going as well. And like I said, so I watched the Queen Supreme Court, and I was watching Cold Case, and I think, behind the scenes, I still haven't watched the behind the scenes thing, but like I said, I definitely want to check out the Tiffany Haddish, because they said actually Flame Monroe is funny as heck, and actually, like I said, and this is just more so interviews. I have not even watched and seen the stand-ups yet, but Flame Monroe is quite talented. So I would definitely want to check her out. So even though Flame Monroe admitted that she just said that she don't know nothing about Winnie Southern Life, but it was just like taking it out, she said what they said and kept going. So, talking about like, the lifestyle. But like I said, even though after seeing that, so let me go ahead and check out this Flame Monroe person. So it made me, find out like, oh, okay, Flame Monroe is actually funny. Very talented and stuff, to me personally. And so it's interesting to find the backstory. Like I said, Flame Monroe is like, yeah, I'm in this costume, whatever, for 4 hours, but I'm a dad, a single dad, got full custody of all my kids. So it's just interesting to find the story background. Just, even just the commentary from Flame Moreau, okay? Because, like I said, it's entertaining, it's funny as heck, and it's just hilarious. Again, I was just like, okay, even though that stuff said about Flame Moreau said about Monique, I'm gonna say she because in character, but other than that, also the backstory about how Tiffany Haddish kept her work, seen her, they have contact Tiffany Haddish when she got on, she came back to get Flame Moreau. And so, like I said, it just made me like, oh, okay, now, like, but it's, like also their, their stand, their talent as far as being a comic, but also makes me like, okay, Tiffany Haddish, she ain't everybody's cup of tea, but that made me, like I said, she seems to be good peeps, But anyways, y'all, I really didn't have that much to talk about. The fact that it's Friday. Next week is my dad's birthday. And like I said, the week is already almost gone now. In a minute, well, actually, 2 more weeks basically now, it'll be Thanksgiving. Or if y'all like to call it Thanks-taking in a minute, okay? So, other than that, like I said, we're already getting bombarded every minute still with these damn Christmas commercials, Christmas coming out, and everything, and, Hanukkah, or if y'all still watch TV, occasionally with these commercials, you may see these Target commercials where they're also incorporating Kwanzaa into the mix, which is pretty dope, but, that's my first time actually seeing, like, Kwanzaa besides the little local commercials on the news back in the day, and they'd be like, the day after Christmas, talking about with the little animation candle, looks like an animated gift card you get from one of these, websites, and it'd be like, oh, happy Kwanzaa to everybody, and that's it. So, that was my first time seeing, like, personally to me, like, more recognition for happy Kwanzaa. Other than that, besides the Dababy video and finding out this nice dance group and other and twerkastics, I don't really have that much to say, y'all. I'm gonna try to use this weekend to rest and try to catch up with my reviews before I get behind. Like I said, love at the lockup, y'all get it what y'all get it. But this week, y'all, it was just one of those weeks where it's okay, I can make it. I can at least still do my journey videos, but I was like, ugh. I felt just like the weather, cold, snow, and some ice. Not to say I was an icy person, like on some or Mario's Icebox stuff, but I just kind of just felt like my body was trying to decide they didn't want to take advantage and get sick. Y'all, like when we see these mucus commercials, and the mucus wants to sit here and party and bring his friends, that's how the hydronitis and or my bronchitis does. Okay, because just like my hydronitis, sometimes it flares up just because or more in between seasons. My bronchitis, like I said, it just tried to do that to me in September. But fortunately, I did have to go to ER and get a breathing treatment from there. And, had to get, prescribed steroids and all that stuff. But because of the winter coming earlier than usual, I was concerned about me. And, I had no choice because I had doctor's appointments to go out. I was kind of concerned, was my body going to take advantage of that? And I mean, in a bad way, of course. And sit here and be like, okay, we at least not going to have a flare-up of HS. We at least going to give you this cute little bronchitis treatment, so you have to, can't have breathe or nothing like that again. You have to, go to the hospital, something like that. Yeah, go ahead. We waiting on this, like I said, mucus cousins and all of them be sitting at a party. That's what I was really concerned about. And my body was trying to fight. It still is, because like I said, the weather is, is colder than what it usually is. And it's doing that anyway, but it's just, even though I've been miserable my life, I still don't like it. It's still hard to get adjusted to the cold. You know what I mean? Even you've been here for a while. Or practically all your life. But anyways, y'all, hugs and loves. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all may not see my lovely face tomorrow face to face. Or y'all may get another podcast. But until then, y'all, see y'all in the next one.